with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
They're on 20-yard line.
Brady now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
T.J. Logan.
25 yards that time.
5 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown,
Mike Evans. 55 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Buccaneers 6, Saints nothing.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. He's got a first down inside of midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
10 at the 43-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's McDonald. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And crossover out of bounds right at the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Brought me to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Brandon Williams. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Scott Miller.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Buccaneers.
And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. This is Logan. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Brady. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Brady. This is caught, Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Gronkowski.
Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Now the Bucs are going to go for 2 here.
Point conversion.
Brady now to throw. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So their second touchdown of this first half. They went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, they're only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On the counter, here's Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He was brought down by Mike Edwards. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Saints nothing.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, McDonald will get this one underneath to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Play action. It's McDonald. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints are back within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And he returns this to the 22.
10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Tampa Bay.
They run with Logan. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down, it's Logan. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
From the gun, Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Brady's pass.
Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass of this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taken in the end zone. He's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance, it's run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is McDonald. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Operating from the gun. McDonald. And he finds Cook. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Brought down back at the 32.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Looking to throw on second down. McDonald, that's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down, McDonald. He'll rifle this one deep right side. 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Brady. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass in the game for Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time, do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking long for Thomas. They got his man complete. Pass the 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. 87 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Well, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, they'll lay it out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Brady. Looking for Vernon, and he's got him complete. The try. And he's into the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Kickoff for Tampa Bay.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
Offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Mario Davis on the.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They run again with Logan. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
T.J. Logan, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
On third down. Logan. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. McDonald. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's blocked down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Antoine Winfield Jr. puts it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Airing this one out for it. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 45 yards.
First down.
The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
From 17 yards out. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Succop for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Buccaneers 42, Saints 21. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. Well, pass complete here to Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
To throw on 2nd down, McDonald. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Lavonte David. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, you just just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On the carry, it's Logan. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
T.J. Logan, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
49. Saints 21.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. All the way to midfield, mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 35.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They go play action with McDonald. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that...
And now here's another interception. It's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Tackle made back at his own 3-yard line.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got him in. Complete.
I'm the best in the game. I'm the best in the game.
20, 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Number 13.
Mike Evans, 87 yards. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Play action. McDonald. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Off the play fake. McDonald going for it all. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. They'll run on first down. It's Logan. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get him down here at the 23.
And Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the fourth quarter when you've got the lead, your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Brady going to look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. This is intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
On first down, McDonald. And ball in by the tight end, Clark. Fighting through, he's got space. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
At the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. McDonald sets to throw. Will get the football back. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot. They pick it off the pass.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 30.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. McDonald. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Jared Cook. Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McDonald. This will be caught at about the 6. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. One final shot. They'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Jared Cook. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run the option. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did.
Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.